G'day, Ricky Nolan here from SportsClipMaker. Today's video is aimed at the sports coach that wants to get into video coaching or video analysis. So a lot of coaches think, oh, that's for university students, or I've got to be really good on a computer. Look, just follow the steps on this computer, give it a go. It's actually not that hard, and we're here to help you the whole way. So first part of the video will just show you how to place your match vision from the weekend's game in the correct position on the computer. So just pause at any stage, follow this video step by step just to get started. The second part of the video, and if you want to, you can fast forward to that now. The time is on my left shoulder. We're just going to show you how to cut up different areas of your game. So you'll fast forward your way through the game when you see something that you wish to show your team, just showing you how to cut that vision up. It's very, very simple. You just click on a button, you click on and off. It is very, very simple. So why coach this way? Every professional sporting organization in the world is now coaching this way. It will fast forward improvement in your team. It is a proven way to coach. So you want to create new excitement, a new way of coaching. Give it a go, watch this video. It's really quite simple. Grab a pen and paper, pause, play the whole way through the game, and it can really change your organization. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to open our File Explorer. So we head down the bottom here in our Windows 10 computer, and we need to open the File Explorer. So you see the File Explorer here, I click and I open the File Explorer. Inside the File Explorer, we are looking for this PC. Under this PC, we are looking for videos, and we need to click and open videos. Once we're inside videos, we then need to create a new folder. Head up to the top of the File Explorer, and you can see here, a new folder. I click and I open a new folder. You can see our new folder is open. Now, what we need to do is we need to name this folder. And as you can see from previous work of mine, I like to name it the opposition team, followed by the date or the round. So as you can see, so this game we're playing Magpies, so I'm going to name it. So to rename from new folder, to rename this, I right click and I select rename. This week we're playing the Magpies. It is the 29th of April, so 29th.4.20. So pause the video at any stage and follow along with how I'm doing this. So I just clicked off it, and we've now created our folder. What we need to do now is place our MP4 video files from the weekend's game, and we need to place it inside of this folder. So if I double click the folder, it opens. And this is where we need to place our video files from the weekend's game. So many ways you may have downloaded your video files from the weekend, but in my case, I have them stored on a USB thumb drive. So this is the USB thumb drive here. I will open it, and these are the 4 quarters from my weekend's game. I'm an Australian rules football coach. SportsClipMaker works with any sport: netball, softball, cricket, basketball, ice hockey, whatever sport. So what I need to do is I need to copy and paste them into the folder that I created. So I highlight the first video, and then I select Control on the keyboard, and I click to highlight the other 4 videos. When they're highlighted, I then right click and I select Copy. They are now copied. Now I need to go back to the folder that I just created. Of course, as we spoke about, it's under this PC, it's under videos. We called it Magpies 29.4.20. I open it, and that's where I need to paste or place these video files here. So if I right click the mouse, and I now paste my files from the weekend's game into the correct folder. So we now have our video files from the weekend's game placed in the correct position on the computer. Now, something I like to do, now you don't have to do this, but I just like to keep everything in order, as if I've got multiple files, and you may not, you may only have one video file, but if you've got multiple files, I like to call them 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I don't have to, it's not imperative, but I just like to keep everything in line. So I just right click I go to rename. This is the first quarter, and I name it 1. I right click, rename, and call it 2. I go to the third quarter, I rename it 3. I go to the fourth quarter and I rename it 4. Now you don't have to do this. I just like to keep everything in a line. So we have now got our game files from the weekend perfectly placed in the correct position in the computer. Again, pause the video at any time and follow along with what I'm doing. So they're now, and I can just go back to it, they're placed in the perfect position in the computer. They're in the File Explorer. You look for this PC. Under this PC, you go to Videos, and we created Magpies, 29th of the 4th, 2000, double click, and there's our video file. So they're now set up. And what happens with that is SportsClipMaker is now talking to that folder. So SportsClipMaker is talking to Magpies 29.420, and it's talking to 1, 2, 3, 4. So set it up correctly at the start. We can't change it after we add it to SportsClipMaker. We can't change the name of the folder. We can't change the name of the video files. So set it up correctly. After you do this once or twice, honestly, it takes about 30 seconds to set up. So now we must add those video files to the SportsClipMaker. So we now go to open SportsClipMaker, come down to the start menu. Under S, of course, you must download the application first, but there it is, you'll find it there, SportsClipMaker. Open SportsClipMaker. Now, down at the bottom right here, you will see these 3 dots. Click it and the menu will pop up and down. So we need to go to New Game. Select New Game and we'll get a pop-up. Add the game date. I'll leave it at the 29th. And the opposition's name. We're playing the Magpies. And create a new game. You'll now get a pop-up, and the pop-up is the File Explorer. And again, we must find the video folder that we created. Again, like always, it's under this PC. It's under Videos. I'll click on Videos. You'll see it here. And we're looking for our Magpies folder. There it is there, right there. I open the Magpies folder. And there are our MP4 video files from the weekend's game. I named them 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you get to this stage and you can't see your video files, that means that they are not MP4 video files and they will need to be video converted. Now, 90% of the time, video files are recorded in MP4 format. So everything should be fine. But so what we need to do is we need to add these 4 videos to the SportsClipMaker. So what I do is I'll click on the first one and it is highlighted. I will now select Control on the keyboard. I will then click on the second one to highlight it, click on the third one to highlight it, and click on the fourth one to highlight it. When they're all highlighted, I can select Open and add it to the SportsClipMaker, but I'll just go through that one more time. Highlight a video file. I can now, if I want to, I can press Control A on the keyboard, Control A at the same time, and it will highlight them all, or I press Control and click each one. When they're all highlighted, I select Open, and now my game from the weekend has now been added to SportsClipMaker, and we are now ready to start coding our game. So just recapping, we need to go to the bottom here and open the File Explorer. We open the File Explorer. Under the File Explorer, we're looking for this PC. Under this PC, we need to click on and open videos. Once we have opened videos, we then need to create a new folder. Head to the top left, click and open a new folder. When we create that new folder, we then need to name that folder. We named our folder Magpies 29.420. When you name the folder, after you've named the folder, we need to place the MP4 video files inside that folder. So I'll open the folder, and as you can see, there are our 4 MP4 video files from our game. They need to be pasted into that position. Do it a couple of times. This process is really, really easy. We now have to add those MP4 video files to the SportsClipMaker. So what actually happens is the SportsClipMaker application is now talking to this folder. So when we process our clips or when we save our work, everything gets saved, everything goes back to this folder. We will now go through how to add those video files to SportsClipMaker. Head to the Start button. Under S, we're looking for SportsClipMaker. You open the SportsClipMaker. Down the bottom right, you will see the 3 dots. They can click up and down. We then go to New Game. We go to the game date. We put in the opposition. We were Magpies. Create a new game, and what will happen is the File Explorer will pop up, and then we need to find our games in the File Explorer. As we know, it was under this PC, Videos, and it was Magpies, and there it is. We just need to add those video files, highlight all 4 video files and select Open, and we are then ready to start video analyzing our game. As we said, this video is aimed at the amateur coach or the coach getting into video analysis for the first time. SportsClipMaker can be a lot more advanced. We can add player buttons, action buttons, key performance indicator buttons, but we're just keeping this video really basic. SportsClipMaker has 3 modes. Grab a pen and paper and jot these down. Pause the video at any stage. C on the keyboard is for code mode, and 90% of the time you'll be in code mode. S on the keyboard is for setup mode, and R on the keyboard is for review mode. So I'm just going to go to code mode now. You can see at the moment we're currently in setup mode. I'm going to select C on the keyboard now, and C on the keyboard takes us to code mode. Now 90% of the time when using SportsClipMaker, you'll be in code mode. Code mode is for coding your game. So just select C on the keyboard and it will take you to code mode. Any issues, or you think something's playing up or you're stuck, always look back to see that you're in the correct mode. And 90% of the time, you're in code mode because you'll be coding your game. The other 2 modes, the next mode is setup mode. So if I select S on the keyboard now, it takes us to setup mode. Setup mode is for adding your player and action buttons. So we're not, as I said, we're just sticking to the basics at the moment, but in this mode, you can add your players and actions, and we'll get to that a little bit later. So that is setup mode. Or the only thing setup mode is for is adding players and actions. And the last one is review mode, and I will select R on the keyboard now, select R, and it takes us to review mode. Now review mode is when you've finished coding your game. You've gone through your game, you've picked out all the areas that you wish to review with your team. We go to review mode and we go to this button here and we select process clips. So it's for merging all your clips together, and it's done at the end of analyzing your game. So 3 modes. C for code mode, C on the keyboard for code mode, S on the keyboard for setup mode, and R on the keyboard for review mode. And as I said, 90% of the time in SportsClipMaker, you will be in code mode. Now, a couple of other little shortcut keys. We can quite easily fast forward our way through the game or rewind our way through the game. And we can do that at 5 seconds at a time or 30 seconds at a time. So if you go down to the bottom left here, you can see the timer. So that timer is going the whole time in SportsClipMaker. That's the video time. And if I wish to fast forward 5 seconds at a time, I use the right arrow key on the keyboard. So I'll start now, and you can see there, each time I select it, it fast forwards through the game 5 seconds at a time. Now if I want to rewind, I select the left arrow key or the back arrow key on the keyboard. So I'm now selecting, and you can see it's now rewinding 5 seconds at a time. So that is the back left arrow key. Now if I wish to fast forward 30 seconds at a time, I go to the up arrow on the keyboard, I select the up arrow, and it fast forwards 30 seconds at a time. That's the up arrow. And if I wish to rewind 30 seconds at a time, each time I select it, you can see now it is now rewinding. It's now moving back in the game 30 seconds each time. So pretty simple hotkeys for moving forward and backwards, or rewinding, or watching vision in your game. Probably the last and a fairly important one is also to play and pause. To play and pause, just use the space bar. So if I wish to play my game, I select the space bar, and I'll do that now. Now if I wish to pause my game, I select the space bar, and the game will pause. So pretty simple. Press the space bar, and it will play. Select the space bar, and it will pause. I'll select the space bar now. It is now paused. Another way of playing and pausing is clicking on the screen with your mouse. So if I click on the screen, and I will do that now, it will play. If I click on the screen now, it will pause. So pretty simple. Click on the screen, play. Click on the screen, it will now pause. So very, very simple with SportsClipMaker. So now we're just going to show you how to cut up some vision of your game. So pretty simple. We might want to cut just watching this play here. We might want to, we're watching, we're playing, we're pausing, and we might want to cut up this vision, some pretty good ball movement into our forward line. I'm an Australian rules football coach, but this can be done with any sport: netball, soccer, baseball, volleyball, ice hockey, any sport. So good entry into the forward line. I'm going to go back and have a look at that. So I go back twice with the 5 seconds button. I go back 3 times, 20 seconds, it's gone back. All right, I want to record from here. So what we do, again, 90% of the time, ensure absolutely you must be in to code your game, you must be in code mode. I go to this button here, record a voice button. When I select the record a voice button, it will turn red, and it means that we are then recording. And I can also place a voice instruction, my voice instruction, talk into the microphone, and put a voice instruction over the top of the clip, or the top of the vision. So I select record a voice. It's now live, it's now recording. You can see voice recording on, you can see it's red, it's now recording. So ball movement forward, I can give my instruction if I want to put a video instruction over the game, a voice instruction over the game. It's still live, you can see here it's live, so it's recording this part of the game, still recording, and that's about where I need to record to. So I go to back to the record a voiceover button, and I select it, and my recording has finished, and you can see it comes up here as a match review, and that recording has gone for 29 seconds. So that's the first analysis, or the first moment of my game that I have recorded. So I then keep watching. I press the pause button. We'll continue to watch it. We'll fast forward our way through our game, see if we can see something that we like. We might keep going, so I can just fast forward. So I think there's some fairly good ball movement here. So just go back a bit. You might want to record this. So yep, I'll just go back and I'll record that. So pretty simple. I find my moment I want to record. I go to the record a voiceover button. I select it. It's now on. We're now recording. Voice recording's on. I can talk an instruction into the microphone. Some pretty good ball movement here. Just wanting to record it. Drop the footy, and then we turn the footy over. So I think I will stop that here. So I go to the record a voice button, select the record a voice button, and you can see it's created our second clip for the game. Now if I want to watch that clip, it's pretty simple. I just highlight that clip and I select P on the keyboard. Select P on the keyboard, and I can listen and watch that match review that I just recorded. Same with the top one or the first one. Highlight it, select P on the keyboard to watch that clip and to listen to your voice instruction. Okay, well now fast forward a little bit. I have watched the whole game, and I've gone through and I've picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moments of my game that I wish to show the team. You can see it's got a little speaker over the top of it, means that it's got a voice recording. So if I wanted to put my voice over the top of the vision, I can add that as well. But we've now got seven pieces of vision that I've picked out that I want to review with my team. So now what we want to do is we want to process those clips. We want to join all those clips together into one video file. So we need to then change off code mode, and we need to go to review mode. So I will select R on the keyboard for review mode. I'll do that now. We've now gone to review mode. And what we need to do is we need to process these clips, and we go to this button here and we process these clips. And when I select the process clips button, what it does is it merges all those 7 clips together into one MP4 video file. So we'll do that now. Again, you must be in review mode, and I will now select the process clips button. I select process clips, and right now it doesn't take very long. It's very quick with SportsClipMaker. It's merging all those clips together into one MP4 video file. And what happens is that MP4 video file goes back to our original folder that we made under this PC videos. It was called Magpies. It will go back to there. But so it's finished rendering or processing, and it pops up here and it asks us if we would like to look at our process clips. I select yes, and there is our match review. The 7 moments of the game have now been put into one video file, and that there, it has gone back to, and I will just show you here, under this PC we go to videos, we go back to our original folder, which was Magpies. Click on Magpies. There's our video files of our game. We are looking under processed. Click on processed, and there you can see is our match review video. So now we can take that to training and go through it with our team. Because it's got a voice recording over the top of it, we might want to drop it in Facebook or Facebook Messenger or email it to our team. There's many ways. Go to the SportsClipMaker blog. There's many ways that we show you how to send this out to your team. Don't go and spend $2,000 to $3,000 on video hosting. You can do it for free. So don't spend big money on video analysis. Just stick to this process, and you will be shocked at the accelerated improvement inside your organization. Congratulations, you are now a video coach. You will be surprised at how quickly team improvement happens now that you are using visual learning. Now grab that file, you can take it into your club, you can go through it with members of your team, you can also upload it to a Facebook group, or upload it to YouTube, Vimeo. There's so many ways to get it out there. SMS it out to your team, email it out to your team. Don't go spending thousands of dollars on video hosting. There's so many products that can do it for free. Also ask a younger member in your team and they'll be able to help you along your way to get that video out. If you really enjoyed this video, head to sportsclipmaker.com, download a 14-day free trial. I'm also here. You can book in for a demo and I'll run you through everything required. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you want to continue improving in your coaching, I recommend you subscribe to our channel. On my left shoulder, just up there, I've made a video on how you can share your vision with your team. Good luck on the weekend and happy coaching.